our People Helping People segment this morning. You know how we do it here on Hope. This morning we're gonna get into an interesting topic, and we have with us in studio President of Mothers Against Drug Abuse, the Tobago Chapter, Miss, or is it Mrs. Allyson Pouchett. Yes? Good morning to you and welcome to the whole program.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Excellent. When I heard about the acronym MAD, it sounded, interesting. I was like, she's president of MAD. Tell me about MAD, Mothers Against Drug Abuse. Tell me about that.
Okay, so Mothers Against Drug Abuse, as you would know, it says mothers, but it's not really focused only on the mothers of drug abusers. Basically, the MAD was formed in Tobago Chapter was formed, incorporated in 1995, and the Tobago Chapter started on the 4th of October in 2013.
Okay.
So when we got started, our whole aim was to really help those who are affected by drug abuse, not the drug addict itself, or because they already have a lot of groups that are seeing about that.
Right.
But you would not know about the silent sufferer or the person who's addicted to that addict who needs that support. So it started off as being mothers because, most of us were affected as mothers.
Right.
And women, but it has transcended to all people who are affected by drug abuse. It's the children, it's the fathers and husbands of some of the drug abusers.
Interesting. So ideally it's a group of women that started this.
Ideally it was a mother who started it, but it is not solely comprised of women.
Right.
So basically, again, it's an extension of all the well-wishers who want to help with the situation. As a matter of fact, our president presently is a man, Mr. Ishan Arjun, and he's in Trinidad, as well as we have Peter. Other men are involved.
Other men are involved. Excellent. And these persons would have definitely been affected in some way, with some member of their family being
family or friends. Yes.
Excellent. So MAD started in Tobago in 2013.
Yes.
We're now in 2017. What have you guys been doing in Tobago so far? Some of the projects.
Well, we've had a few challenges in terms of the membership, and as you know here, it's a lot of a taboo to talk about drug abuse and those who are affected by it. So it has been a challenge to grow the membership of MAD, and as a matter of fact, having regular meetings. So we decided on getting a virtual sort of presence, and also we made a collaboration with the Tobago Empowerment Center, Rehab Empowerment Center, which is under the Division of Health and Social Services, located at the fort. And what we did is some intervention meetings with them. We have also done approaches to the administrator of the Division of Health and Social Services for their intervention and support in terms of getting us into areas where we can speak with the human resource managers of all the divisions, where we can get into the schools and speak to the students. We have also gone on a drive. Annually we do a Christmas drive, but this year we faced the recession challenge.
Right. Well, last year.
And basically since then we've done 2 drives where we were able to provide hampers for those families that may have been affected by the lack of funding at that time of year.
Okay, so it's not really a large amount of persons that you have here that you treat with?
No.
Okay, but you're hoping to expand?
Definitely hoping to expand, and Candice Williams, our PR,
right.
She's a public relations officer, and she's also helping with that. We also have our silent partner again, who has been quiet because he's gone into other areas demanding his time, his poetry and all of that, and his art, his weekend art. That's Nigel Assam.
Right.
He's also involved with us. Basically, we hope to get moving, and our strategic plan for this year will be to continue our work with TREC, which is the rehab center at the fort,
Right.
as well as to continue our collaboration also with the Pharmaceutical Society when we did our walk with them. And what we did was do more raising the awareness of the group, and also not only of the group but of what the aims and objectives of the group is considered. So basically, we hope to continue that. We want to do more school in going to schools, because the empowerment of the youth from the early, you want to keep them into positive lifestyle, give them self-worth, which is basically what we focus most of our lectures on: self-worth, positive lifestyle choices, and support for families. We want to continue the interventions as much as we can with TREC to help those families, because they are seen about the addict, and we will help see about the families.
Okay. Give me some, or probably one of your success stories coming out of Trinidad.
Of Trinidad, but they've had many interventions at schools.
Right.
They have done several school projects, and basically they are much older than we are. They have about 4 other groups, chapters, located in different parts of Trinidad. So they've got one in the north, one in the south, and one in the east. And then we have the Tobago Chapter. So I think for them, having expanded their reach through other groups, that would be a success story. But they also partner with the Trinidad and Tobago Chamber of Commerce to help to get into areas. As I said, you may see someone coming to work and they're very normal and operating, but you don't know what type of day they might, or night they might have had living with an addict. And so the workplace is a very, very high focus of ours, where we will want to meet with the human resource departments and reach their workforce, because some people are suffering in silence, and they operate every day just as normal, or maybe they're not operating every day just as normal. They may be coming late to work, they may be missing a lot of days, and you don't have any explanation. So it's sometimes, it's a deep-seated problem, and we try to assist in, by doing our lectures. And that so far is what we have been achieving.
Achieving in throughout Trinidad.
Yes.
Basically. When you talk about drugs, give us an idea of some of the drugs that we're talking about.
Right. Well, you would have known that there's the Alcoholic Anonymous groups, and we are not focused on the addicts that are affected, or people who are affected by addicts that are on alcohol per se. So we are focused more on the persons who are doing the usual street drugs that we know in Trinidad and Tobago, which is marijuana and cocaine. Right. Silently too, there are on the rise the misuse and abuse of prescription drugs, which are available through prescription, and which has to be monitored by the medical fraternity, what is the doctors and pharmacists and nurses, But basically we focus on those addicts and the families who are affected by those who are using marijuana, and more so the cocaine, which is the drug that really removes the person's sense of personality and dignity, and which is where the family has no control. They just suffer all the lack of funding from either they're not going to work, they lose their jobs, they're not able to provide for them as they should.
Right. That's interesting. Candice says she has a question.
Good morning, Ms. Pouchett.
Yes.
So what are the future plans for Mothers Against Drug Abuse?
Okay, so we are going to be going to the Division of Education, and we want to be getting into the schools, because as I said, we want to focus on the schools. We have approached the social workers at the schools, the social worker students at the School of Harmons SA, where the college, where we have asked for them, because they have the training which will be most needed by our group to become members, so that they can help us to platform our lectures and encase it into more psychological growth and development opportunities for students in schools. We would like to also focus in August and see if we can provide help for families who are affected in a tangible way, in supporting them getting like stationery and school uniforms. We'll also like to continue our Christmas hamper and to continue the collaboration with TREC.
Okay.
So if someone, one of our listeners, are interested in being part of this group or helping in some tangible way to this group, how can they contact you, or who do they contact?
Okay, so definitely the Trinidad chapter is the only chapter allowed to get financial assistance, and even if you contact me, which is I can be contacted at 379-3686, and I'll give you that contact for Trinidad because they are the only people allowed to collect financial assistance. We can approach for them, but everything is centrally managed. So basically all we do is we will apply our budgets and they will send us the funding if we have to have a function, and they give us support with our material and all of that. But definitely you can contact 379-3686. And definitely for membership, we will be really, really interested in anyone at all. You don't have to have that particular skill in social work, but you just need to care about another person.
Yeah.
You just need people like that to join our
Then I can join the group.
show.
So the number you just gave, anyone who wishes to give, as you said before, one of your drives to help the children of the
Yeah, it's
addicts.
gonna start from an early age. Yeah.
So you're going to give, like, if someone wants to give stationery supplies or all of that, they can contact that number.
Yes, definitely. What we do is the collaboration with TREC, so we are working with them because they have the family who is affected by the addiction, so they will know the family. So we tend to work with the families that are affected from that organization.
Okay. What I wanted to ask, even as we continue the conversations, like, is there a facility that you house any persons, like a rehab?
No, MAD does not deal with the addict, but the Tobago Rehabilitation Empowerment Center, which is under the Division of Health and Social Services at the Fort.
Okay.
They have a well-equipped facility. I have visited it myself because we go there every Christmas and sometimes before than that.
Right.
But it's well furnished and it's pretty clean and it's really, really up to standard.
Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna open the phone lines 639-8952, 660-4895. If you have a question for Ms. Pouchett, if you want to find out more about this because you have a family or friend, or maybe you know someone that that needs some kind of assistance with something like this, I'm opening the phone lines just for you. 639-8952, 660-4895. Those are the numbers to call. Hopefully we're up and running this morning with the phone lines. I know we had some troubles with it throughout the week, but it's all going to be good. Even if you can text us or WhatsApp us at 489-3828. Text or WhatsApp with your questions or comments for Ms. Pouchett this morning. Alright, this People Helping People live on Pulse 89.5 FM right here in Tobago. Lambo Signal Hill Road. Yeah. So you mentioned some of the aims as well. Is there any? Did you not mention one of your aims, or have you mentioned all your aims? The aims for the institution.
Yeah, basically those are for us are 4 main strategic moves this year, and that is definitely to empower the youth,
Right.
to support the families, and to provide tangible means of help, as well as to raise awareness at a public level, which we do when we have the walk and we share pamphlets and get the word out there that we are available. I just want to tell people that for empowerment of the persons affected by the person using drugs, that you must tell yourself every day, it's encouragement that you do not get up every day to be a mediocre person. where in Psalm 118, verse 24, it says, "This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it." So every day you have an opportunity to become better. Do not ever give up your hope.
That's right. You fit in very well on this segment, Miss Pouchett. It's about the hope message, definitely. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that with us as well this morning and sharing with us about MAD, Mothers Against Drug Abuse. You know, it somehow in my mind it's like it's getting deeper than just this, and you know, you explained that earlier on where their fathers, there are other persons that are involved that are affected. You know, what are some of the effects or what are some of the reactions you get from persons?
I remember one intervention where the mother was feeling very guilty that she had created the addict, and it's not, and you feel like that. So that is one of the support systems that we have to give that person, to let them be free of it, that they are not the person who's to be at blame, to blame self, and when you waste time and you waste your potential on focusing on the guilt, then you don't have the energy to really help yourself first and then help the other person.
Right.
So basically, you feel very useless to the person. You feel sort of a loss because the person is no longer who you knew them to be. And of course, there's that financial and economic issue which can affect others if they are not independent. So they depend on that addict.
Yeah.
So therefore, they become at risk in the society as an economic risk.
Interesting. Yeah. There was a quote I saw from Pastor Dutton. I want to share that this morning, but tell us, even as I find that quote, what is the best resolution for what you just described, that situation that you just described?
Yes, I would say self-worth, getting to know yourself, having self-worth, learning to love yourself every day, and knowing that you are created by God to be the best person that you can be, and in love. But to love yourself, you will be able to better be there for the addict. But to love yourself, you have to know sometimes too when to say no, when to let go. Because there may be occasions like that. And we even support you through that, if that is the situation. We don't, addiction is not, as people think, a bad thing. It's not something that is a crime. It is a real disease. So families, you can't just cut ties because an addict is chosen to go on that path because of a physical need and a psychological need. So what we do is you go the distance, but there must be a time that you will probably have to come and be strong enough for yourself, to love yourself enough. So what I would say is self-empowerment, learning to love yourself, and always keeping positive in your choices.
Excellent. Because I would have said something like that as well. Sometimes the abuse of everything, there's a consequence to the abuse of every single thing that exists in life. You drive fast, recklessly, the consequence you might get in that.